rescued not too long ago. And we have actually just, I believe it was last night actually, rescued another marmoset.
Oh, no. Oh,
and they are being
People still thinking that they're good pets, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it is quite a common thing with this lot that because they are so cute,
yeah.
people tend to use them as pets.
So do you rescue them from like people's homes or something?
Yeah, people will get in touch with us if they're, obviously if they can't look after them. And the RSPCA will also get in touch with us if they have any leads on potential marmosets or other monkeys for that matter.
All here in the UK?
And abroad.
Abroad as well.
So we're in talks. This isn't on our section, this is the small monkey section.
Yeah.
I know the larger sections, I heard talk of some orangutans potentially being rescued from
X, Y and Z.
a country. Which one? It'll come back to me in a minute. But yeah, so these lot, because they are so cute, a lot of people do think they'll make very good pets. That's not the case, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They're, first of all, very expensive to look after. A lot of food, very specialised diet. Lots of things you have to put again.
She's so pretty.
Hello.
Yeah, so they're very expensive, and also these guys are very, very stinky. I am keeping a little bit of distance because I have been cleaning in there, and you do not want to smell that. So one way these guys communicate is through scent marking. They pee on everything basically. Every branch they can go onto, they'll leave a little scent mark, and that's how they communicate with each other. Somewhere. Yeah, so you've got these marmosets. You do also have the squirrel monkeys down at the end, so you've got Kimbo and Nueve. They do a similar sort of thing. Obviously not marmosets, they have a different kind of scent marking. Theirs is slightly more gross, so they pee on their hands and then they'll walk around and it will spread that way. A bit more funky, each to their own.
Yeah.
Not a fan of that one personally. So yeah, these guys are... I just completely lost track of what I was about to say. This is my first talk, by the way.
You're doing
Did a good job.
well.
You did an awesome job, man.
So yeah, so these guys, they do require a very specialised diet. So at the moment the sun's out, lovely. They'll be outside enjoying the sun most of the day. They do, obviously because this isn't South America where they're originally from, they do need extra supplements to help them with the sunlight. So we do give them twice a week. They'll get some vitamin D3. There she goes, enjoying the sun. So yeah, they'll get some vitamin D3, which keeps their bones nice and strong. We have had cases here from animals coming in where they have been poorly looked after, and they've had the wrong diet, they've not had their vitamin D3, and they'll come in very weak bones haven't set and developed, they have very bendy bones, and when it starts to set, once they get the vitamins they need, you tend to find that their bones are sort of bendy, and they'll be very hunched over, very low to the ground. We do have an individual in this stage, you might be able to just see her in the runway at the back over there. A little bit awkward to see.
Yeah.
She doesn't tend to come out into the actual enclosure. She does struggle to move around. We believe she is 18 years old. The marmosets do unfortunately only live to about 15 years old, so she is doing very well at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
She is a very bad case that we've had of bendy bones, also known as metabolic bone disease, to give it a fancy name. And so she's got very specialised care. We've had to modify her enclosure to make it easier for her to get around. And now that she's here, she is doing much better.
Yeah.
Much better. But she does just need that extra care to help her. We do find cases of neglect in our marmosets that we bring in. One of the worst cases we've had, and it is a bit of a horror story, so if you don't want to hear it, please close your ears now. We did have a marmoset called Millie. She is still with us. Don't know why I said did. She's over in the complex. Oh, hello.
Hey.
So that's Angel and Gizmo.
Oh, Angel and Gizmo.
And then you've got Leo hiding just in this corner.
No.
And they're coming out now.
Yeah. So the two that were in that runway were Joffrey's marmosets, and then the one over here was a common marmoset. You can tell them apart. Joffrey's marmosets obviously had the white face, black tufts. Did I get that the right way around? Yes. And the common marmosets have a pinkish tan face with white tufts.
Oh.
They're waiting for their food. They're trying to tell me off. It is a bit of a horror story. Unfortunately, Millie the Marmoset was kept as a pet by someone who didn't look after her at all. She was flushed down the toilet and fed Class A drugs. We only know about this because it was actually filmed, and the person, they did get arrested, rightfully so. However, they did, from my understanding, this was before my time, they were only given community service from it and fined. So there was no prison sentence at all.
Wow.
However, so these guys are currently licensed as you can keep them as pets, but that is due to change in just under 3 weeks now, on the 6th of April, where it will become illegal to buy, sell and breed primates such as these guys, which is a massive win.
Absolutely.
And it will make it near enough impossible to deal with them in the future.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what we were looking for.
Yeah.
Got Leo up in the front.
I know, evil people.
Something you had to fight for.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
That's
it's
just wrong,
taken a
isn't
long
it?
time, but they're starting to see movement on the laws being changed now,
Good.
so it's very good news. Yeah. So a little bit of inside on these guys. So their favourite foods are fruits, insects and gum. They absolutely love an insect and they will go feral for a bit of gum. And you tend to find, so the gum will be in trees, normally acacia trees. In that, they will gnaw at the bark. They have some specially adapted incisor teeth at the bottom. They are about the same length as their canines, and they'll use it to gouge a hole in the tree, make the sap fall out, and with that, they'll then suck up all of the gum.
It's like their catnip.
Pretty much, yeah. So in that, they have, can I remember all the parts? There's a sap, the latex, but there's a main part which is Arabic gum, which is what these guys get. Absolutely love it. It's their favourite thing. They're actually getting it today as well, so
Nice.
it is their lucky day. I say that, they get it every other day. It's not their lucky day. But yeah, so they have the specially adapted incisor teeth. They also have claws on all of their fingers, other than their big toe. It's believed to be for balance when running up a tree. So the claws are long enough that they can just sprint up a tree with absolutely no issue whatsoever. Coming out to see us again. Yeah, and with those, so they'll be able to sprint up and down the tree, run head down, facing up, however they want. There we go.
They're a friendly bunch, aren't they?
Very friendly, very, very friendly. So what we have here, all of these are mated pairs, other than one group. And with that, so they are a society where they'll live in pairs. It's a female-led society, but they're pair bonded, and they tend to live in groups of 4 to 15 individuals in South America. But within that, you'll have the mum and the dad, and then all of their offspring, all of their kids. And whenever there's a new kid come along, all of the family will help to look after the kid and just try and raise it. So generally speaking, the baby will stay with them really close, clinging on to them for around 3 months. After that, they'll stay within the group for around 2 years. At that 2-year point, they kind of go off and do their own thing, particularly if it's the males, because they'll be going up to find new partners. So yeah. So we do also have a pair of black tufted marmosets as well, just a little bit further down.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're out at the moment. That is their enclosure. They have very dark face, black tufts. Easy to tell them apart from the rest. They're the darkest. They're called Minty and Marcella. They are also relatively new. They've been here, I believe, a few months now. They're still quite shy at coming outside. Because no one's been able to show them the ropes, they're kind of having to learn themselves and work their way out to the big scary outdoors. But yeah, they're gorgeous. So we have the common, the black tufted, and And you've got, I believe, Cush in the window just over there, who's a common marmoset.
Cool.
So I'll quickly just talk you through some of the other species that we have on this section. I'll bring it over here so everyone can see. There we go. So you've obviously got the Jeffroy's marmosets, which is what we have the majority of over here. Unknown marmosets. So they're no longer with us, unfortunately. As you can see, they were completely bald, and we don't know why. They didn't have alopecia. We believe it was something that was caused by the pet trade. Poor diet, not the right vitamins, not the right care. And unfortunately they lost all their hair, needed very specialised care, and to this day we still don't know what species they actually were. We believe they were a hybrid. We've got the common marmosets, we have a lot of them, especially over at the complex. Lots and lots of them all running around. But the slow loris, I know that is the favourite of most of the keepers here. Has anyone seen the slow loris?
Not yet, no.
No. So slow loris, there's a reason for them being everyone's favourite. Incredibly cute, big bug eyes, because they're nocturnal. Being nocturnal, they're also incredibly slow moving. They have something called cryptic locomotion, which just means that they move incredibly slowly along the branches. Not the most entertaining to watch. But they also have some very special adaptations because they are so slow. It does make them a very big prey item. Their main defense mechanism, because they're so slow, is that they are the only venomous primate. So in that they have a small gland on their wrist, or on their forearm. It's called the brachial gland. It secretes a toxin when it's activated, which they will lick up, and when it mixes with the toxic saliva in their mouth, rather than having fangs to inject it into their prey, whoever they're trying to bite, what happens is they bite on, and just like a Komodo dragon, that toxin will just start seeping into their bloodstream that way. If you have a heart condition, it can be fatal. It will definitely put you in the hospital either way. Don't want to get bitten. As far as I'm aware, we don't know anyone that has been bitten. We don't know anyone that's passed away. None of that, so good news. But they are incredible animals. And they also have, I believe it's 2 extra vertebrae in their back. And very strong abdominal muscles. So they can stand on a branch and extend like an accordion to reach up to a higher branch without having to jump or flop around. They're all coming out at the moment. There we go. The stump-tailed macaques, they're gorgeous. They are quite old now. And then ring-tailed lemurs, unfortunately, they're another case of being very stinky. Very, very stinky. So they communicate with each other through stink fights, basically. I've forgotten the exact term that we use, but they basically just flick stinkiness at each other. I forgot what it's called. They're not my species. They are gorgeous though. Unfortunately, the lemur walk-through is closed at the moment. It is, I believe, due to be reopened soon though. Fingers crossed. We're just getting everyone ready outside at the moment. But yeah, so that's all I've got to say today. Unfortunately, we don't have our tamarins with us. Red-bellied guanons, they are, in fact, we're the only place in the world that actually has them in captivity. They are in the enclosure just on the right as you come into the park, if anyone has had the chance to see them. And the patas, fastest land animal.
Great thing.
Fastest land animal? Fastest monkey. That's what I meant to say. Close enough. So yeah, the next talk is the woolly monkey talk. If you just head straight back over to the main path and it'll be just there for you.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
That's alright. And if anyone has any questions, I will hang around and try my best to answer anything.
Brilliant.
Yeah, thank you.